Today we're taking a look at these NFL matches, which are happening on Sunday, November 13, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos. And if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Buffalo Bills vs Minnesota Vikings. The Buffalo Bills opened up as a 9.5 favorite, which was too large of a spread with or without Josh Allen. Although I felt the Vikings had value at plus 9.5, plus 7, and even at plus 5.5, at just 3 points now the value is on the Bills. Case Keenum. Keenum led the Browns to a 2-0 record as a starter last season, and he also appeared in 78 games since breaking into the NFL as a rookie in 2013. The Vikings defense is 22nd in the NFL, allowing 5.7 yards per game, and Keenum is a wise veteran who will be able to pick his spots and move the ball on them. On the other side, the Bills have one of the best defenses in the NFL, home field advantage, and are 6-1-2 Austrian shillings in their last 9 games following a loss. Take Buffalo at -3 while you can. Also, consider that this will be a steal if Allen does come back. Even though the Bills have the best defense in the league, Sean McDermott is still a defensive coach and he prefers to run when Buffalo is ahead. The Bills also have the top-ranked defense in the league as well. Buffalo should be able to control this game by taking the lead early, and the Bills' running game with Allen and Singletary has been better this year than in previous seasons. Buffalo is getting Pro Bowl caliber cornerback Tre'Davious White back, and Minnesota hasn't been the same team on the road and on grass the past several seasons. The Viking offense struggled against Philadelphia on the road, and Minnesota will face a Buffalo defense that is the best in the NFL on Sunday. This should be a lower scoring game. Take the under, 46 points. Tennessee Titans vs Denver Broncos. The Broncos put an end to a 4-game losing streak, and their offense hit a 20-point mark only for the second time this season. Jerry Jeudy had 6 catches for 63 yards and a touchdown against Jacksonville, and the former first-round pick now sits at 449 receiving yards and 3 scores for the season. At least, the Broncos can lean on their stout defensive unit, though Denver sent Bradley Chubb to Miami on the trade deadline. The Broncos are yielding just 16.5 points per contest, second in the NFL, on 165.8 passing yards, first, and 122.6 rushing yards, 21st. Denver has slight injury worries ahead of Week 10. Safety Justin Simmons didn't practice on Wednesday and is considered day-to-day due to a knee injury, while WRKJ Hamler was limited due to a hamstring injury. The Titans missed Ryan Tannehill, ankle, for the second straight week, so rookie Malik Willis got another start under center. Willis went just 5 of 16 for 80 yards and carried the ball 8 times for 40 yards, while Derrick Henry posted 17 totes for 115 yards and a couple of touchdowns. The Titans struggled to move the chains, and their passing game was a non-factor all night long. Tennessee put on an excellent defensive performance against the Chiefs, even though the Titans surrendered 499 total yards. Now, they are yielding 19.8 points per game, tied 10th in the NFL, on 275.6 passing yards, 30th, and 87.6 rushing yards, 2nd. The Titans have serious injury problems, and Ryan Tannehill's status is still up in the air. DT Jeffrey Simmons, NT Tier Tart, safety Amani Hooker, and linebackers Zach Cunningham and Bud Dupree all missed Wednesday's practice, while 10 guys participated in a limited fashion, including Tannehill and cornerback Christian Fulton. The Titans will continue to lean on their ground game even if Ryan Tannehill returns. The Broncos' pass D is one of the best in the league, but their run defense is far from an elite one, and the Titans will look to take full advantage of it. On the other side, the Broncos will struggle to run efficiently against the Titans' front 7. They have to provide solid protection for Russell Wilson and torture the Titans through the air. This is a one-possession game, and I wouldn't be surprised if someone wins it on a late field goal. Hereof, I'm going with the Broncos to cover a 3-point spread. Denver had 2 weeks to prepare for the Titans' powerful rushing game, and the hosts might miss a few important pieces from their defensive unit. Take the Denver Broncos +3. I don't like how low this number is. Both these teams have finished under a ton this season. There will probably be a lot of running from the Titans. However, 39 points is nothing. Wilson has been playing better, and I think he could put up some points on this defense that hasn't played great. I think the Titans will run right through the Broncos as well for multiple scores. Tannehill is also going to play, and he's not a terrible quarterback option. This line is something I'd expect for a Malik Willis started game. Give me the over 39, and hopefully, these offenses can get moving. Take the over 39 points. Las Vegas Raiders vs Indianapolis Colts. The Colts will be in big trouble if Jonathan Taylor misses his second straight game. Their defense is good enough to contain the Raiders, but with Sam Ehlinger under center and a banged-up offensive line, the Colts' offense is in shambles. Hereof, I'm laying 6 points with the Raiders. Las Vegas has a great opportunity to improve its numbers defensive-wise, so look for their front seven to finally record a few sacks. The Raiders might get Darren Waller back, as he was a limited participant in Wednesday's practice after missing the previous 3 games with a hamstring injury. Take the Las Vegas Raiders -6 points. Matt Ryan was a terrible experiment to start this season. He's the definition of washed up, as was Carson Wentz for the Colts last season. Sam Ehlinger is now the starting quarterback for the Colts, and he has not been any better. Ehlinger has yet to win a game as a starter, and he will most likely be replaced if he doesn't show anything this season. Star running back Jonathan Taylor has caught the injury bug this year. Without Taylor, the offense cannot function properly, as he is the focal point. Taylor is expected to return this week, and it will be interesting to see how new head coach Jeff Saturday uses him. Derek Carr has had a very Derek Carr type year. He's thrown for 1,880 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. He's as a middle of the pack as they come. Davante Adams has exploded for some weeks. He's at 658 yards and 7 touchdowns on the season. Josh Jacobs has also been great in his contract year. He ran for 743 yards and 6 touchdowns through 8 weeks. The offensive line has not been great and brings this offense down in key moments. This team should be much better than the record indicates, but I'm not sure if they will ever put it all together. Give me the over in this one. Jonathan Taylor is back, and he will be hungry to get some big yardage on poor defense. I think he definitely scores a touchdown in this one. Derek Carr and the Raiders have been putting up some pretty nice points this season. They average 23 points per game. Davante Adams and Josh Jacobs will have explosive plays on a defense that's littered with injuries. This number is too low. Take the over 41.